for you and your family and make it just right for the future years to come. But for us to do that, I want you to stop by D&H Homes on East Highway 50 and let us actually show you the difference before you make that final decision.
Farmers Insurance Rodrigo Ruvalcaba Agency is proud to be a supporter of the Garden City Broncbusters, understanding your needs both with the business and personal challenges. Rodrigo is here to discuss options with you to get you only the coverage you need and none of what you don't. Farmers Insurance Agent Rodrigo Ruvalcaba, always here for you and supporting the community. See him at 503 Main Street. Go Broncbusters.
And Seward County here on 99.9 The Bronx. My pregame conversation with head coach Antoine Scales. Right now that you've had some time to let it digest the game the other night, man, it was your game. Even though you fell down, I believe by as many as 9 points, you never wilted under the pressure. Your girls always responded. But you've had some time to look back and digest and talk to your girls. What's been the main message to them?
Just for today, the rebound. You know, that's what kind of killed us in the last game. We didn't get some key rebounds we should have got, and ultimately the fundamentals of this aspects of putting 40 minutes together, and about 39 minutes and 54 seconds that we put together, but they couldn't get it done.
But even on that drive at the end of the game, I mean, that was good defense. I mean, that was a contested shot. I mean, what did you see on that final play?
You know, honestly, we've been talking to our kids about making that girl go left the whole night, and she goes right-handed all day long, and we never got on her right and forced her to go left. I mean, that's just one of those things that, you know, mental breakdown. We showed them on film. This is how we lost this, and it's just the little things that keep you from being great.
Games like that can either galvanize you or they can, you know, put your team in the toilet. I think it'll be the former before the latter. But what's your overall sense of what that game, even though you lost it, can do for this team?
Well, it's still a morale booster. We still got to continue to fight every single contest. Seward's no exception. You know, we got to make sure we come out here ready to play, getting them at their place. We know they're hungry and going to want to get them back at our place on sophomore night, so we got to be dialed in and tuned and ready to go.
All right, as we focus on Seward, you know, the last time you came in with a specific game plan to slow the game down, and it worked. You guys won the game. Is that similar game plan for tonight?
Well, Styles make contests. I'm pretty sure he's going to make adjustments as well, so we just got to counter whatever they do. We see what they do in order to dictate the pace and how we play, but overall, we got to be fundamentally sound, take care of the basketball, make free throws and layups, and play exceptional defense.
Consistently, you've been really consistent all year on defense, the second best defensive team in the conference right now. In fact, Monday night was a showdown of the top two teams. So we know what you can do on that end of the floor. Offensively tonight against them, what has to happen?
We've got to continue to have constant movement without the basketball, cutting to the basket and making sure that we're making ourselves available, not being stagnant on offense and standing around. You got to make sure that you keep moving.
Antoine Scales joining us here in the pregame. And maybe I asked you this during the first meeting, but I'll ask it again. Seward's going to shoot, 400 threes. That's what they do. They shoot a bunch of threes, and some nights they go in, some nights they didn't. The first time against you, the defense obviously helped. They didn't go in. If they get into a track meet tonight, who does that favor? Does that favor them, or does that favor you?
Track meet, it favors them. That's not our style, and we want to make sure we can play our game and not force them to play our game and not play theirs.
What was so impressive about what you did the first time defensively against them that you can use in this game? And like you said, he's going to counter, he's going to make adjustments.
Well, we controlled the tempo. We knew there was a team that wanted to get out and run, and they want to run on every possession. They want to press you, trap you, make you give it up, and if you can slow it down and give yourselves a chance to play defense, you get an opportunity to win. You
and I had a conversation in Concordia when you played Cloud, and I asked you about the buy-in of this team. And at that point, things were kind of going south. You had lost to Dodge. You ended up losing that night to Cloud County. But then a couple days later, you beat Seward. So I'm going to ask you now, with the fact that you guys are on a 5-game winning streak, you've won 5 out of 6, where is the buy-in level with this team right now?
I think we're bought in. Honestly, that could have easily been a 6th win the other night. It just didn't bounce in our favor, but I just understand it wasn't our time, and we got to continue to keep fighting and grinding and making sure we believe in and make sure that when we do turn the corner, we're worthy of it and we're ready for it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
That's head coach Antoine Scales joining us here on the pregame show for the Broncbusters again. Another stiff test at home against Seward County. They beat them the first time, looking to sweep this season series, something that has not been done in more than 2 decades. Take a time out. When we come back, we got the starting lineup, the keys, and the opening tip. Garden City Seward on the way on 99.9.
for the team with that catch. Kind of like anybody.
All right, Jesse, they're going to do the anthem, so let's see, minute and a half. So take two. Let's start with 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes. Let's go 2.5 minutes.
We can grab some
with no bags. 2.5, no bags.
A&A Body Shop, the shop in town.
Home of the car liner, baby.
Lewis Automotive Group in Hayes, Dodge City, Garden City, Liberal, and Topeka treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. They know you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, they enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow Lewis to demonstrate their commitment to excellence. They encourage you to browse their online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. You can also request more information about a vehicle using their online form. For more information, go online to buylewis.com, where you always get it for less.
As a farmer or rancher, you know that agricultural land is not like other real estate. We know that too. Come see the experts in agriculture, American Ag Credit. Whether you're buying property, building, or making improvements, American Ag Credit is here to help with fixed rates, variable rates, long and short-term loans. Unique solutions tailored to your unique needs. Visit us online at agloan.com. American Ag Credit, money for agriculture.
With spring around the corner, it's time to put the craftsmanship of Quality Structures to work for you on your next building project. Whatever it is you've got planned, garage, hobby shop, ag, or equestrian, the experts at QSI will see it through from design to done. And during our annual spring sales event, you can take 3% off your entire post frame building purchase. Don't miss out. You have until March 31st to save big on your next project. Visit us at qualitystructures.com for more details.
You've been hearing those ads for C-Bar H.
We got it. We got it.
Well, they do have it. Or they'll figure out a way for you to get it if possible. From the do-it-yourselfers to the experienced, C-Bar H helps you find the products to help you complete your projects. From the farm to town, check with C-Bar H first before you make that purchase. And while you're there, browse on Nextdoor under the same roof and check out all the departments in Crazy House. 2 great stores under one roof. One stop and you are done. C-Bar H, North Campus Drive in Garden City.
You know, it's expensive to own your own rototiller, power rake, or aerator. And then where do you store those lawn and garden items when you're done with them? Garden True Value Rental has the answer. Rent all the items you want for all those
I'm assuming this is the last one, but if it's not, just bring it back after this one.
If there's a repair problem, then Garden True Value will take care of it. Use that extra storage space in your garage or shed or other things and save your money by renting from Garden True Value. So buy what you want and rent what you need.
Whether you want to completely renovate your building or just need to repair your damaged doors, Morton Buildings has you covered. Morton Buildings has over 115 years of experience in the construction industry, which means we have completed a wide variety of repairs. And get this, even if it's not a Morton building, we are happy to provide repairs on any of your building's needs. Contact your local Morton office today at 620-275-4105.
1 losses. So as we get to the keys to tonight's game, the Brockbusters, again, you know that Seward's going to make adjustments from that first meeting. There's no question about that. But just play your game. But the way Seward plays, if you try to go basket for basket, you'll get blown out, which is why they slowed it down the first time as Seward County controls the opening tip to start this one off. And they are moving from right to left to begin this game. Brockbusters won by 7 in Liberal 3 weeks ago. Here's Thompson, wing right for Seward, dressed in the green and black. Get out of the far side wing. Drive to the basket, wing right to the left block is Medina Kamara, and Kamara draws the foul. And a couple of free throws already to start this game. That's one area where Seward loves to get to. They have really improved during the course of the season. And the free throw's up and good by Kamara, who shoots it, the freshman from Mozambique, at 61% from the free throw line. So Seward scores first, 9:42 to go here in the opening quarter. Second one is off the heel, and Kehlani Nevis, the Brockbuster rebound. If you go back to that first meeting, the Brockbusters, and Antoine Scales mentioned it, they controlled the tempo. They slowed down one of the highest scoring teams in the country. They made them play their game. Brockbusters first possession, attacking the hoop to my right. Nevis to Stevens straight away. Seward opens up in a man-to-man defense. Stevens drives right, had a big second half on Monday night against Butler. Shot clock at 5. Nevis has it punched free and stolen by DuBois. First Brockbuster turnover ahead of the field. Thompson tries to shovel it across the lane, and the ball knocked out of bounds looking for Kamara. Out of bounds, it stays with Seward, but Antoine Scales not happy with what he's seen thus far, and a timeout called by Garden City. 9:10 to go first quarter. It's 1-0 Seward, and Saints ball when we come back on 99.9 The Rock.
America is at work, from farms to construction.
All right, Justine, just a 30 here, 30 with a bed, 30 with a bed.
And heavy equipment every day to help keep America strong and growing. When operating dump trucks or equipment with booms or other extensions, watch out for overhead electrical lines. Make sure there's adequate clearance, because coming in contact with those lines could result in a tragedy. For more safety information, visit weci.net and click on the Safety tab. An important safety message brought to you by Wheatland Electric, delivering energy for life. Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
So right out of the timeout, Morrow missing a layup for Seward. Justice Odom, the Brockbuster rebound. Garden City has it, moving from left to right. 1-0 Seward. Play just over a minute of this first quarter. They hedge on a pick, left wing Stevens, got to get rid of it. The 5-second count was on. Shot clock at 5. Odom across the lane and banks it in. 2-1 Brockbusters in front. 8:34 to go first quarter. Seward ball from right to left. They average 35 three-point attempts per game. Wild shot that time by DuBois. Grabs her own miss and kicks it out, and a 3 is good by Ballesteros from the right wing. (4-2) Seward in front. Brockbusters have it from left to right. Nene McGee with a crossover. Going inside at Morrow. Wing to baseline right and draws a blocking foul. That puts McGee to the free throw line for Garden City. So the Brockbusters have won 5 out of their last 6. Part of that 5-game winning streak, their first since 2016. First since 2018. They were looking for their first 6-game winning streak since 2016. But part of that was, it started in Liberal. That win over Seward. Foul on Morrow, her first, team's first. Free throw here for Nene McGee, and rattles in. 4-3. Garden City down by just 1. So McGee at the free throw line this year, just 46%. Knocks both in there. Tied at 4, 8:03 to go, first quarter. Seward ball right to left. Deep 3, Morrow is a brick to the right. Ball slipped out of the hands of DuBois inside and taken by Jill Stevens for Garden City. Seward has opened up 1 of 4. Brockbusters have it left to right against the press. Nevis goes inside, tried to push off, missed the layup, and the loose ball to Kamara for Seward. Saints back, right to left, 4-4 deadlock. Out of control is DuBois, but she's fouled. And this is kind of what we saw from Seward the first time. There's no offensive set. They just go run out and go crazy. and the Blockbusters basically took them out of their game. And something Antoine Scales said about Butler on Monday night was if you take Butler out of their offense, you see a lot of street ball, and they're really well coached. Mike Helmers is a fantastic coach, but you do see a lot of street ball when you get them out of their offense. Foul on Jill Stevens, and that's two quick ones on Stevens, and there's a brick thrown up by Du Bois, and we're still tied at 4. Seward County at the free throw line. Du Bois, the freshman from Minneapolis, 58% free throw shooter. And I mentioned Seward at one point was one of the worst free throw shooting teams in the conference. They've really improved as the season has gone on, but Du Bois misses both there. Nene McGee, the blockbuster rebound. And the shot clock had an issue there, so it's 7:33 to go here in the opening quarter. We're tied at 4. It's blockbuster ball from left to right. Garden City 1 for 2 with a turnover to start. Blockbusters have won 5 out of 6 coming in. Seward is coming off a 73-69 victory over Barton, where Medina Kamara banked in a 3 from the top of the key with 16 seconds to go. And then Tiffany Dortland missed a 3 on the other end for Barton. Still waiting for them to reset the shot clock, and they have. 7:29 to go first quarter. It's blockbuster ball, 4-4 tie. Mattis Martin, wing right, defended by Thompson. Around an Odom pick to the nail. Backs her down. Right slot, lost it on the deck. Mattis Martin picks it up, tied up, and the alternating arrow stays with Garden City. And you see Seward County is pressuring Garden City to start this game. Saints allowing just under 70 points per game. They are 10th in the conference. They're not a great defensive team, but they are pressuring the Blockbusters early in this one. Nevis wing right for Garden City, 4-4 the score. Nevis wing to the end line, sealed off that time by Sierra Lynch. Alexa Smith is checked in for Garden, dumps it for Odom. Drop step and a righty hook, throws it off the glass. That wasn't close, and the defensive rebound to Kamara for Seward. 4-4, Saints have it. Left corner 3 by Thompson is right down the chute, and the Saints have a 7-4 lead. 7-4 Saints in front. Blockbusters again facing that pressure. They break it this time. Nevis going at Morrow with a ball fake and a travel left lane line. And the Saints force a turnover. Antoine Scales said, we cannot get into a track meet with this team. They can score in a hurry. They don't shoot a great percentage from 3, but they shoot enough threes where this season they've hit 11 or more triples in a game, or 10 or more triples 11 times. Morrow has it right wing for Seward, straight away for Zita, who just checked in and takes 2 defenders off the bounce, right lane line, and lays it in. 5 straight for Seward, 9-4 Saints in front. 6:28 to go in the first. It's blockbuster ball from left to right. Garden City 1 for their first 3. Mattis Martin shovels a pass for Odom low left, and Odom is fouled just left to the restricted arc. That's on Kamara. That's the first on Kamara. And the second team foul. And Saints going right to the bench is Holdo Joaquim, the 6'1 freshman from Mozambique, is into the game. That was a non-shooting foul. So Mattis Martin, Alexis Smith, Ariana Afoa, Nene McGee, and Justice Odom, the 5 on the floor for Garden City. Inbounds, intercepted, sideline right by Joaquim for Seward, and then she steps out of bounds, and Garden City catches a break. The Blockbusters get it right back. In this series, Seward leads at all times 62-24, and they've had won 14 in a row from 2004 to 2010, and then 27 out of 28 from 96 to 2010. So Blockbusters looking to do something here tonight, sweep the season series for the first time in more than 2 decades. McGee inside is called for a travel, and Garden City's 3rd turnover. Right now, the Blockbusters are playing Seward's game, and that could be a disaster. Sydney Wettlaufer, who at one point led the conference in scoring, has really tapered off with her offense. Just checked in for Seward. She and Lynch to bring it up. Morrow, who is their leading scorer. Joaquim and Zita, the 5 on the floor for Todd Chiquito in his first season, coming over from North Iowa Area Community College. Austin Mefford left after a couple of years. He's now in New Mexico. Morrow kicks it out for Zita, wing right. Drives on a forward to the slot. Up top, Morrow shuffles her feet, and a Seward turnover. And that's an area where the Saints struggle. They average 19 giveaways per game. Now, while they do that, They also turn you over a bunch. They force 27 turnovers per game. That's third most in the nation. And the only team in the conference that's in front of them is Cowley. Garden has it left to right. Less than 6 to go in the first. 9-4 Seward. Blockbusters 1 of 3. They've turned it over 3 times. And Jill Stevens has 2 early fouls. Low left McGee, swing it for a FOA. Right wing 3. Short off the front rim. McGee skies in for the offensive rebound in the paint, and she's fouled. Thompson back in for Seward. Wetlaufer goes to the bench. Blockbusters have it. 5.5 to go first period. 9-4 Saints in front. Nevis, angle right 3. Got it. Seward 9, Garden City 7. 5:25 remaining in the first quarter. Blockbusters 2 of their first 5. Seward has it, and they turn it over in the half court. Lynch's pass from the foul line to the right wing goes astray. And that's the 4th Seward County turnover. So I mentioned Austin Medford for Seward resigned back in April. He's now the women's coach at New Mexico, which has historically been a very good program over there. Made the national tournament a couple of years ago, made it all the way to the finals. Blockbusters have it left to right, 9-7. They trail by 2, halfway through the first. Smith, chest pass for Nevis. Drives wing to baseline right, going at Morrow. Morrow rejects the shot out of bounds, and it's off of Seward County. And that was actually Joaquim is the one that knocked that ball away. And the ball stays with Garden City. Shot clock at 6, left corner Smith, drives the end line. Skips it right slot for Odom. 10-footers off the heel, and Morrow with an over-the-shoulder two-handed rebound for Seward County. 9-7 Saints in front. They've got it right to left. We've played just over 5 minutes. Straight on 3. Thompson clings off the front rim, and Odom tips the rebound to herself for the Blockbusters. You know, when you talk to Coach Scales about Odom, she's got all the talent in the world, and then you look at the numbers. She's averaging 6 rebounds. Justice Odom is a player that should probably average 20 and 10. I mean, that's how dominant she could be. Suffered a severe knee injury last year in high school. There's Alexis Smith, wing to baseline right drive for Garden City. Lays it in and ties the game. Tied at 9, 5 straight for Garden City. Seward has it right to left. Zeta circles to the right end line, walled off by Nevis. Finds Thompson, angle right 3, sputters in and out. Seward is 2 of 5 from downtown, and McGee her 3rd rebound for Garden City. 9-9, Blockbusters have it. They've led once in this game. We've had 2 lead changes and 2 ties in the first 6 minutes plus. Nevis for Garden City, quarter court left, gets a screen from Odom to the rim, left-hand layup, got it to go. Beautiful move by Nevis all the way to the rim. 7 straight for Garden City, they retake the lead, 11-9, 3:34 to go in the first. And when you watch this team again, the confidence is so much greater than when you watch them early in the year. Seward ball left to right. Right to left. Drive in from the left lane line and an offensive foul, Sierra Lynch. Turnover number 5 on Seward County. Lynch, the transfer from North Iowa area, and she comes off the floor. Picks up her first, Seward County's 4th team foul. Gina Ballesteros is back in the game for Seward. Blockbusters have it left to right. 11-9, Garden City by 2. They've scored the last 7. Seward scoreless the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds. And a foul is bumped sideline right and fouled there by Zeta. Elma Zeta, the freshman from Mozambique, which has been a heavy source of recruiting for Seward County over the years. That's the 5th team foul, so now Garden City shooting free throws. Blockbusters shot the ball well in the first meeting, but that's not where they won the game. They won the game because of their defense. They held Seward County in that first meeting to 36% shooting and 3 of 20 on threes. Free throw good by Ariana Ofoa. Sophomore transfer from Colby, 80% free throw shooter. 8 straight for Garden City. Second one for Ofoa, rattles in. 9-0 Blockbuster run. Seward ball right to left, now down by 4. Ballesteros, chest pass straight away, comes for Joaquim. Drives right lane line, sealed off there by McGee. And she took about 17 steps, and they finally called a travel. Turnover number 6 for Seward, and again, that's an area where they struggle. Blockbusters have it left to right. 7 minutes gone, first quarter. The Saints again were ranked as high at one point this year as number 23. The forward dribbles into traffic, lost it, and then just carelessly throws that away. Blockbusters' fourth giveaway. Here comes Morrow for Seward. Her team down 4. Seward hasn't scored nearly 4 minutes. Ballesteros quarter court right. Chest pass for Kamara straight away. There's a 3 and puts it in. Kamara shoots the 3 ball at 31%. That's her 10th triple of the year, and it ends a 9-0 Garden City run. 2.5 to go here in the first quarter, and it's Blockbuster ball left to right. 13-12, they're up by 1. They've trailed by as many as 5. Smith on the take, drive and kick. Left wing Nevis triple. That's an air ball, sails over the rim wide right and out of bounds to Seward. Foa comes out, and Antoine Scales is not pleased. That was like, you don't normally see that from Mariano, that pass near half court. Just kind of a lazy chest pass, and no one in particular. Here comes Seward, right to left, down by 1, looking to retake the lead. 2:10 remaining first period. Ballesteros looking for Morrow in the post. She's got her low right. Driving on Odom, right-hand hook, off the glass, slides off the right rim, and there's Nevis gobbling up her second rebound for Garden City. Blockbusters +4 on the glass. They lead it by 1. It's Garden City ball from left to right. Seward has been out-rebounded in 5 straight games coming in. McGee on the cut, rejected low right for Garden by Morrow and cleared off to Kamara. Here comes Seward right to left. Out of control, Kamara again, and an offensive foul. And there's Kehlani Nevis again. Turnover Seward, their 7th. That's 2 on Kamara. Blockbusters have it. Their defense playing really well at the start again. Seward has 4 of their first 10. Blockbusters have it left to right, leading 13-12. Final 90 seconds of the first. Mattis Martin at the top of the key, dancing left. Defended there by Joachim. Man-to-man for Seward. Nevis, wing to baseline, skips it, left block to right. Odom controls it, spins on Ballesteros. Righty hook, slides off to the left. And there's a chest-high rebound inside by Joachim for Seward. Saints have it, down 1. They went nearly 4 minutes without scoring before Kamara hit that 3 at the top of the key. Wing right three-pointer, missed by Kamara, stays on the floor with 2 fouls for Seward, and there's Odom, her 3rd board. And the Blockbusters have it left to right, leading 13-12. Neither team shooting particularly well to start this game. Seward at 36%, Garden 4 of their first 12. Mattis Martin for Garden City, wing right. Around a screen, pull-up jumper from 18 on the right, no. Off the heel, and there's Ballesteros, a defensive rebound for Seward County. Saints have it, 30 seconds to go first quarter, 13-12 Garden City. Thompson dribble drive right to the right block, throws it off the glass, not close. And the rebound to Odom, her 4th. Here comes Garden, left to right, and Smith is fouled on the drive to the rim with 21 seconds to go. Alexis Smith, the freshman from Arlington, Texas. And I'll tell you, Todd Chiquito has been barking the entire first quarter. Coach who comes in his first year has some big shoes to fill. Austin Mefford did a really good job. Last year led Seward to an at-large bid into the national tournament. They won 25 games. Second foul on Morrow. Smith to the free throw line for Garden City. And that one didn't even hit the rim. Wide right off the glass. Garden City now 4 of 5. Blockbusters at 67% as a team. They are 4th in the conference in free throw percentage. One more for Smith. That one's in and out. And Morrow secures the rebound for Seward. Saints have it, down 13-12. Seward just 1 field goal over the last 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Kamara to Joachim, straight away Morrow with 5 seconds. Goes right against Taylor Lawhorn, runs over McGee, and that's going to be a blocking foul. Blockbusters still had a couple of fouls to give. That's on Nene McGee, first on McGee. And with 3 seconds to go, they should be side out. Are they going to say she was in the act of shooting? Apparently so. No, now they just said they're going to throw it in. So 3 seconds to go in the first, 13-12. Garden City with a 1-point edge. Lynch is back in with 2 fouls. Off a screen, Wetlaufer bobbles it left corner and traveled.
They had the play. Morrow set the off-the-ball screen on the left wing, and so Wettlaufer ran around that and was wide open, but she fumbled the pass. That's the 8th Seward County turnover with 1.6 on the clock. It's blockbuster ball left to right. Garden City is led by as many as 4 in this opening quarter. They don't even take a shot. That's the end of the opening period. So the Blockbusters shoot 31%. Seward 4 their first 12, and at the end of 1, it's Garden City 13 and Seward 12 on 99.9 The Rock. Right. Near side angle, it's Nevis. Dumps it low right for Odom, and a foul called on Joaquin. That's the freshman from Mozambique who picks up her first, and the team's first. And, I mean, neither offense is going crazy here, but Rockbusters have to take advantage. 12 turnovers for Seward. Odom inside, redirects left corner. Nevis around a pick from Nene McGee. Shot clock at 10, one-on-one left wing with Zeta. Seward in a man-to-man, McGee low left, up against a double, lost it on the way up with 6 to shoot. It's out off of Seward. Rockbusters, 5 of their first 16. Seward is shooting just under 40%. Their issue has been turnovers, 12 of them here in the first half. Garden has 6 on the timer. They've got the ball up 16-15. Nevis 3, left corner off the heel. Justice Odom, the offensive rebound, and then lost it low right. And a Blockbuster turnover, their 6th. And here comes Seward down by 1 right to left. Sierra Lynch, the transfer from North Iowa Area Community College. Zeta dribbles into traffic, lost it, regains it, throws it to the top of the key. Thompson, wraparound pass inside, intercepted by Nevis for Garden. Ahead for McGee, lefty layup, spins around and drops home. Garden City has scored 5 straight. 18-15 Blockbusters with 6:33 left here in the first half. Thompson just throws one up left lane line, wasn't close for Seward. And Washington the defensive rebound for Garden City. Blockbusters have it. They are controlling this game with their defense, but a lot of that also has been Seward unforced turnovers. Addis Martin nearly had her pocket pick, sideline left that time by Seward Sierra Lynch. .6:12 remaining second quarter, 18-15 Garden City by 3. Looking to sweep the season series from Seward for the first time in more than 2 decades. Left wing Addis Martin for Garden, behind her back. Frees herself for 3, that's wide left. Defensive rebound by Kamara, who's playing with 2 fouls. Garden City is 2 of 6 on 3s. Seward ball with Lynch and picked her pocket that time, Nevis. Garden City ball, 14th Seward turnover. 14 turnovers in 14 minutes. Washington for Garden, they've got an 18-15 lead and the ball. Less than 6 to go. Addis Martin wing to baseline left and drives it in. With the right hand flailing towards the end line. Addis Martin with 5 and Garden City with a 5-point lead, their largest of the half. And another traveling violation on Sierra Lynch. Blockbusters have scored 7 straight points. You know, when you don't run an offense, which, look, if you watch Seward enough this year, they don't run much of an offense. It's just take the ball down the floor and bombs away. And when you don't run continuity, as Hubie Brown, my good friend, longtime NBA coach and NBA analyst, he always talks about continuity. What do you run offensively? When you see Seward score 130 against Neosho, well, that's great. You hit 19 threes. What happens when the 3 ball isn't falling? Ariana Hall, in missed several games with an ankle injury for Garden, just turned it over as her shot basically blocked right back in her face by Joaquin. Here comes Seward County from right to left, down 20-15. Zito wing to baseline right drive for Seward, and she's fouled. If you were just a general observer watching Seward on the offensive end, there's no way in hell you can figure out what the purpose is. And now you figure they're 13-5. And when I say purpose, like, what are they running? If you just took 3 coaches and said, okay, give me the offense that they're running, you probably would have a lot of blank stares. Second foul, by the way, on Taylor Lawhorn of Garden City. Seward has it right to left. Kamara on the drive. Lawhorn, who had 2 blocks the other night, sends that one back. Blockbusters have it, up 20-15. Seward scoreless, 4.5 minutes now. Blockbusters have it, they've scored 7 straight. Ariana Hall was a reserve last year, played for 3 different coaches here in Garden City. Lawhorn frees herself for 2, and it rattles in left mid-post. Garden 22, Seward 15, it's a 9-0 run for Garden City. 7-point Blockbuster lead. Saint ball right to left. Morrow's back in there. She's their leading scorer. Lynch end line left. Retreats back to the wing. Morrow's got it low left against Odom. Sweeping across the lane and banks it in. First field goal for Seward in 5 minutes, and it ends a 9-0 run. 22-17 Garden City. 4:07 left first half. And in the backcourt, a Seward foul as the Foa is back in, who's trying to work it across the 10-second line. Garden City has hit Seward with 2 separate 9-0 runs here in the first half. Third foul on Kamara, which was surprising that he kept her on the floor, and it finally burned Todd Chiquito. Blockbusters have it, 5-point lead. They've been up by as many as 7. They trailed early 9-4. Mapang is in for guard, along with Zadarats, Ariana Hall, Lawhorn, Afoa, and here's Hall spinning, and Hall throws it to nobody. Throws it to Adam Shrimplin, the photographer. Garden City's 7th turnover, and as quickly as Hall made her presence on the floor, she goes right back off. So if you're just tuning in, 3:45 to go in the half. It's Seward ball right to left. Garden up 22-17. Blockbusters 2 separate 9-0 runs. Seward has turned it over 15 times here in the first half. Morrow deep triple. Got it. Straight on. 30% three-point shooter. Last 5 to Seward. They're down by 2. 22-20. And that's how they beat you. Morrow has scored the last 5 for the Saints. Blockbuster ball from left to right. Mattis Martin and Nevis. Zadarats, Lawhorn, and Afoa. Left corner, Mattis Martin 3. Tees it up off the left rim. And the weak side board taken by Gray for Seward. Saints have it down by 2. Morrow at 25-footer from the right side, right down the chute. Morrow back-to-back threes, and just like that, Seward has the lead. They've scored 8 straight. 23-22 Seward. 5 lead changes in the first half, and Morrow has scored the last 8 for the Saints. Mattis Martin rejected by Morrow. Garden City keeps it though. Zadarats is the one that saved that ball. Blockbusters with another chance, 10 to shoot. Left slot, Mattis Martin, pull up Jay. Perfect swish. She's got 7 off the bench. Garden City goes back on top. 24-23, ends a 8-0 Saint run. Angle right triple, and now they're starting to fall for Seward. And that's Dubose who splashes that one in from 24 feet on the right side. So Seward has come out and knocked down 3 straight threes, and they have the lead, 26-24 with 2:24 to go in the half. Timeout Garden City on 99.9 The Rock.
Yes.
2:24 left second quarter, and Seward is starting to hit from deep, and that's where they beat you. They are 7 of 11 on threes and 2 of 8 on twos. Garden City has it from left to right. Saints in the midst of an 11-2 run. They turn it over here. Garden City does, and then Wetlaufer misses a triple in the right corner, and Nevis the rebound for Garden City. I don't know if the clock reset. Garden City 8 turnovers. 26-24, Seward County with a 2-point lead on an 11-2 tear after the Blockbusters built that 5-point edge. Actually, they were up by 7. They had scored 9 straight. Seward answered with 8 straight Morrow points. She scored 8 of the last 11. And the Saints now up by 2. It's Blockbuster ball left to right. 2 seconds for Mattis Martin to get it across, and she barely does. Works into a trap, quarter court right. Pass to the middle of the floor, intercepted that time by Zeta for Seward, and blows the layup. Zeta blows the layup, but Seward grabs the offensive rebound and then Thompson a 3 from the left corner for Seward, no. Morrow can't secure it opposite side for Seward, and it's out of bounds. Blockbusters played right into that trap. What happens when you pick up your dribble 40 feet from the basket? 26-24, Garden City down by 2. It's their ball left to right. Afoa, Smith, Nevis, Odom, and Taylor Lawhorn, the 5 for Antoine Scales. Looking to sweep the season series from Seward for the first time in more than 2 decades. Smith on the handle, kicks right corner of Afoa, veers left to the right wing, defended there by Zeta. Bounce pass for Lawhorn, the transfer from Morgan State, slips it for Smith, retreats back to the angle right 10 to shoot. Going at Thompson, off balance, hits the back rim and drops in. Off 1 foot for Alexis Smith. Ties the game at 26 with 1:30 to go. But they don't stop the ball, and Du Bois goes right down the middle for Seward, attacks the rim and lays it in. 28-26, Seward in front. Du Bois playing with 2 fouls. That's her first field goal. Garden City down by 2. They've got it left to right. Final 70 seconds of the half. Nevis on the power G left side. Odom now inside against Morrow across the lane, and a righty hook hits the front rim and drops in. Odom ties it for the 4th time. 28 all with 57 seconds to go. Seward ball, nice Euro step from Morrow right down the middle for Seward. She's got the answer, and she's got 13 of Seward's 30. 30-28 Saints, 45 seconds remaining. What a second quarter Morrow has had. Alexis Smith going all over the place, sideline right for Garden City, and turns it over. Morrow has 13 points, all of them coming here in the second quarter. Final 40 seconds of the second. Seward has it right to left, up by 2. Morrow's been fantastic. Zeta on a handoff from Morrow, right of the foul lane, and she's fouled. That's the 3rd on Lawhorn for Garden City. Broncbusters were up 22-15 at one point in this game. Since that point, it's a 13-8 Seward run. 3rd team foul on Garden City. It's Seward ball up by 2. Inbounds to Morrow against Odom. Just throws it up, a hook shot over the left shoulder with the right hand. On the left block, it rolls off to Odom for Garden City. Morrow is 5 of 9. Shot clock off. Smith doesn't care. Goes left lane line. Throws up a wild prayer from 5 feet off the heel. Rebound Lynch for Seward. Final 10 seconds. Saints pushing. Zeta right corner. Navigates up top Morrow. Morrow's been good here in the second quarter. His fires a left wing 3. Odom the rebound for Garden. Baseball pass Smith. Quarter court heave would not have counted. That's the end of the first half. So if it wasn't for Sierra Morrow, Seward would be in some serious trouble. But the Broncbusters, who are up by 7, were hit with an 11-2 Seward run. The Saints got right back in the game. And that's where we stand right now with the Saints up 2 at the intermission, 30-28. Take a timeout. Halftime report is next on 99.9.
pulls it away, recovers. And with less than 8 to go, the Blockbusters reset down by 2. They haven't scored in more than 5 minutes. Mattis Martin ends the drought with a left wing triple.
That's 3 for the Blockbusters in front, 16-15, starting with another 9-0 run. Meaning the game is part of that.
North Iowa Area Community College. Cedar dribbles into traffic, lost it, regains it, throws it to the top of the key. Thompson, wraparound pass inside, intercepted by Nevis for Garden. Ahead for McGee, lefty layup, spins around and drops home.
Layup made it 18-15 yards, 6.5 to go in the first half. Blockbusters scored 9 straight points to build their largest lead, 22-15 with 4:30 remaining. Kane Marr, the leading scorer for Seward, scored 8 straight points, including back-to-back threes.
So if you're just tuning in, 3:45 to go in the half. It's Seward ball right to left. Garden up 22-17. Blockbusters 2 separate 9-0 runs. Seward has turned it over 15 times here in the first half. Morrow deep triple. Got it. Straight on.
Morrow hits 1 3 and then follows that up with another bomb.
The weak side board taken by Gray for Seward. Saints have it down by 2. Morrow a 25-footer from the right side, right down the chute. Morrow back-to-back threes, and just like that, Seward has the lead. They've scored 8 straight.
Morrow scores 8 straight, part of an 11-2 run that put the Saints up 26-24. Blockbusters though did answer. They were down 28-26, less than a minute to go in the first half, and Justice Odom in the paint.
Nevis on the power G left side. Odom now inside against Morrow across the lane, and a righty hook hits the front rim and drops in.
That tied the game to 28. Seward though scored the final 2 points of the first half. They belonged to Morrow. That second quarter scored all 13 of the points. And the Blockbusters trail at the division 30-28. You're on sophomore now. Timeout. Come back with your first half numbers after this on 99.9.
Good job on catching that football. Away with vehicles that need fixed up, they always work as a team and get it done. Score for A&A Body Shop. Hey Harley, let's see if we can grab some after-game snacks. A&A Body Shop, the shop in town.
Home of the car liner, baby.
United Wireless believes in delivering value to their customers and supporting our local communities. United continues to invest in their network, their people, and our communities here in Southwest Kansas. So when it's time to update your cell phone or get a new cell phone service, United Wireless would like the chance to earn your business. Switch to United Wireless today and join the United team in supporting Southwest Kansas. Find them online at unitedwireless.com.
As a farmer or rancher, you know that agricultural land is not like other real estate. We know that too. Come see the experts in agriculture, American Ag Credit. Whether you're buying property, building, or making improvements, American Ag Credit is here to help with fixed rates, variable rates, long and short-term loans. Unique solutions tailored to your unique needs. Visit us online at agloan.com. American Ag Credit, money for agriculture.
Whether you want to completely renovate your building or just need to repair your damaged doors, Morton Buildings has you covered. Morton Buildings has over 115 years of experience in the construction industry, which means we have completed a wide variety of repairs. And get this, even if it's not a Morton building, we are happy to provide repairs on any of your building's needs. Contact your local Morton office today at 620-275-4105.
You've been hearing those ads for C-Bar H.
We got it. We got it.
Well, they do have it. Or they'll figure out a way for you to get it if possible. From the do-it-yourselfers to the experienced, C-Bar H helps you find the products to help you complete your projects. From the farm to town, check with C-Bar H first before you make that purchase. And while you're there, browse on Nextdoor under the same roof and check out all the departments in Crazy House. 2 great stores under one roof. One stop and you are done. C-Bar H, North Campus Drive in Garden City.
Hi, this is Tony Weedle with Hydro Resources. Now is an excellent time for maintenance, repair, or changes to your water well and pumping system. Was your pump vibrating, pumping air, down in capacity, pumping some sand, or not efficient? Has it been several years since it was serviced? Have it worked on now during the off-season so you are ready for next spring. Don't wait. Call the professionals at Hydro Resources at 620-277-2389 to discuss your need.
Whether you want to completely renovate your building or just need to repair your damaged doors, Morton Buildings has you covered. Morton Buildings has over 115 years of experience in the construction industry, which means we have completed a wide variety of repairs. And get this, even if it's not a Morton building, we are happy to provide repairs on any of your building's needs. Contact your local Morton office today at 620-275-4105.
Farmers Insurance Rodrigo Ruvalcaba Agency is proud to be a supporter of the Garden City Broncbusters, understanding your needs both with the business and personal challenges. Rodrigo is here to discuss options with you to get you only the coverage you need and none of what you don't. Farmers Insurance Agent Rodrigo Ruvalcaba, always here for you and supporting the community. See him at 503 Main Street. Go Broncbusters!
Seward by 2, 30-28. Let's take a look at your first half numbers. Broncbusters shot 39%. They were 11 of 28, 2 of 7 on threes, 4 of 6 at the free throw line. Out-rebounded Seward 17-14. Again, the Saints have been out-rebounded in 5 straight games. 3 offensive rebounds, 9 turnovers. They had 4 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. They were led by Elizabeth Mattis Martins, 7 points at 9 minutes off the bench. Did a couple of turnovers. She was 3 of 7. Nevis 5 points, 2 of 6. Alexis Smith had 4. Dimitri McGee with 4. Justice Odom and Lord Walhorn with 2 points and a block. Seward shot 42%, 11 of 26. They had 7 threes, 7 of 14 on triples, 1 of 4 with free throw line, -3 on the glass, offensive rebounds, and 15 turnovers in that first half. And it was ugly offensive basketball at times. And of those 15 turnovers, I almost want to say at least 10 of them were traveling violations. They were led by Sierra Morrow. They did have 8 assists, 5 steals, 3 blocks. Morrow was fantastic in that second quarter with all 13 of her points. 13 points, knocked down 3 threes. The sophomore from Minneapolis, 5 of 10 from the field. Thompson had 6. Kamara with 4. Ballesteros with 3, and then 2 apiece for Zeta. And 30-28 Seward with a 2-point lead. Take a timeout, come back. The second half underway. 30-28 Seward on 99.9.
Every day to help electrical lines. Make sure there's adequate clearance because coming in contact with those lines could result in a tragedy. For more safety information, visit weci.net and click on the Safety tab. An important safety message brought to you by Wheatland Electric, delivering energy for life. Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Lewis Automotive Group in Hayes, Dodge City, Garden City, Liberal, and Topeka treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. They know you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, they enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow Lewis to demonstrate their commitment to excellence. They encourage you to browse their online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. You can also request more information about a vehicle using their online form. For more information, go online to buylewis.com, where you always get it for less.
Back courtside here at Conestoga Arena. Mike Pilasov as we get set to begin the second half. Brockbusters trail Seward 30-28. Seward this year is 11-2 and leading at the half. They've won 83 out of 87. The 4 losses that they've had during that stretch, one of those to Garden City earlier this year, 3 weeks ago. Brockbusters begin the second half with the ball. Nevis, Afoa, McGee, Odom, and Jill Stevens, who sat a good portion of that first half with 2 fouls. She's back in there now. Stevens had a big second half in the first meeting, had a couple of clutch threes. Odom at the foul line, chest pass, McGee goes right and travels. Brockbusters' 10th turnover. So after Stevens picked up that second foul, she parked it on the bench, only played 3 minutes in that first half. Seward ball left to right. They come back with Lynch and Morrow, who fires a 3 from the left wing. That's off the back rim and a foe of the Garden City rebound. Rare miss from Morrow. So the Brockbusters have it. So it's Lynch on the floor, guarding Nevis. As Garden City has it straight away now, Nevis goes right to the elbow, drives inside, muscles away to the basket, and misses the layup. Rebound Joachim for Seward. Lynch back the other way. Lynch, Morrow, Joachim, Du Bois, and Thompson, the 5 on the floor for first-year head coach Todd Chiquito. Du Bois splits a double, left inline pitches for Thompson, ricochets off the right rim and right into the waiting arms of Justice Odom for Garden City. Seward shooting a tick under 40%. Garden City held them under 40 the first meeting. Brockbusters trail by 2, however. They've got it right to left. Seward in a man-to-man. Nevis shadowed at the top of the key by Lynch. Pass to the near side, deflected by Morrow off of Justice Odom and a turnover. A couple of sloppy offensive possessions to begin the third quarter for Garden City. Saints, who are one of the top scoring teams in the country at 84 points per game, they are sitting on 30 early in the third. They can explode in a hurry with that 3 ball. Left wing Thompson for Seward, handed her face from Stevens. Straight away on the drive left, Joachim drops it off left side angle for Lynch. Chest pass Thompson, catch and shoot 3. Right wing is short. And the Brockbusters continuing to dodge some bullets with these missed threes. Odom, her 10th rebound already for the freshman from Indianapolis. She's 4 shy of tying a season high for rebounds. Nevis for Garden, they're down by 2. On the interchange, left wing McGee circles into the paint to the right block, rejected by Morrow, who swats it off the right side of the head of McGee and out of bounds to Seward. Morrow doing it on both ends for the Saints. Garden City's last field goal was a Mattis Martin baseline left jumper with 2:31 to go in the second quarter. They have not scored since. Almost 5 minutes since their last bucket. Saints have it up 2. Morrow exploding past Odom. Odom rejects the shot from behind wing to baseline right. What a recovery by Justice Odom. Garden City has it down 30-28. 2.5 minutes elapsed third quarter. Smith straight away, waist-high, knee-high dribble. Angle right, it's Nevis. Dump it for McGee, right slot. Changed her pivot foot, they didn't call it. Backs down against Thompson, righty hook. Wedges on the back rim, no good. Two-handed rebound, Morrow for Seward. Saints back left to right with Lynch. Finds Thompson wing right. From Morrow at the top, splits a double through traffic. And an offensive foul, and that's Nevis again. Nevis has taken a couple of charges in this game. That's the 3rd on Morrow. And for Seward, it's their first team foul. Alexis Smith is back on the floor for Garden City. McGee goes out. Full court press here from Seward. Stevens hands for Smith, right sideline. Smith trapped in the backcourt. Escapes out of it, circles back to the middle. Nice job by Smith to get through that press. Now the Brockbusters set it up with 7 to go, trailing 30-28 here in the third. Smith fakes right, goes left, chest pass Stevens. Stevens yet to take a shot in this game. The second half, though, has been her time. Backing down Thompson at the top of the key and took an extra step and travel. Stevens turnover, Garden City's 12th, and Stevens comes out. Stevens only played 3 minutes in that first half. Seward County ball. The 5-second count is on. They barely get that in. Saints up by 2. They've led by as many as 5. Zeta left end line to the slot. Chest pass for Lynch, who hasn't taken a shot. Straight away Thompson, who's 2 of 9. Wing right Morrow scored 13 second quarter points. They double her. Flings it for Thompson down the right end line and puts it in. Thompson with 8. The Seward County lead is 4. 32-28 Saints. 6:18 left here in the third. Blockbusters coming up on nearly 6 minutes without a single point. Left wing Nevis for Garden. They're down 4 here in the third. Nevis and Smith with Mattis Martin, 3 guards, Mapang and Odom. Here's Smith, foul line jumper, no. Mapang comes flying in for the rebound for Garden. Reset, Nevis triple. From the right wing is off to the left, and a loose ball foul against Seward. That's on Zeta. That's her second team foul. She comes off, and DeBose is back in for the Saints. Garden was down early 9-4. Hit Seward with a 9-0 run, led by as many as 7 in the second quarter. Saints answer with an 11-2 blitz. Saints led by 2 at half. They've only lost 4 times in the last 87 games when they lead at the half. Nevis's runner left end line is in and out. Rebound Morrow, that's number 4 for the sophomore from Minnesota. Straight on 3 for Morrow for Seward is wide left. Offensive rebound to Bose. Another chance for Seward. Thompson down the left lane line, no. And then Morrow went over the back of Odom, and that's her 4th foul. So Morrow's going to have to come out. This is where the Blockbusters need to take advantage. Blockbusters have it. They haven't scored in over 6 minutes. And this pressure has bothered them. Martin, check that. Smith has to get that in, and she finally does to Afoa. Afoa's pass in the backcourt deflected. Right back to Afoa. And they call a foul. And the Blockbusters get bailed out. And Todd Chiquito just threw his mask. Thank goodness it went flying over my head. Hope he used some Listerine this morning. 5:31 to go in the third. 32-28. The Blockbusters down by 4. Right now, Garden City just looking for any semblance of offense. Jill Stevens, one of their leading scorers on the bench. She has not played much in this game. Saddle with foul trouble early. Afoa on the drive, wing to baseline left, no. Justice Odom, the offensive rebound. Reset to Smith, out of control floater in the paint for Garden City. And then the rebound off to Joaquin for Seward and a foul. That's going to go on Garden. Blockbusters 0 for 6 shooting here in the third quarter. Saints have it left to right, leading 32-28, nearly halfway through the third. Thompson at the nail, wiggling right against Afoa. Afoa knocks it away, saves it back to herself, and then shovels inside to Joaquin, who's fouled. That's on Nevis, and I believe that's in the act of shooting. So Todd Chiquito must bring about 17 masks because he just put a new one on after he chucked the other one. Head coach for Seward in his first year. Garden City's second team foul. Saints have it, leading 32-28. Less than 5 to go here in the third. Lynch against Nevis. Right block and fouled, and Nevis can't believe it. Second foul on Nevis, and free throws now for Sierra Lynch. Lynch, the transfer from North Iowa Area Community College. 61 of 83 this year at the line, 74%, and she misses the first of 2. Saints at 13-5. They're coming off a 4-point win over Barton. Before that, lost a heartbreaker to Hutch. They've lost 2 heartbreakers to Hutch. 1 of 2 for Lynch at the free throw line for Seward, and this equals their largest lead of the game. They've scored the last 5 points. And Alexa Smith has to call a timeout. I don't think she got it before the 5-second violation. She didn't. Turnover, Garden City. (33-28). Blockbusters down by 5. They've got more problems than that. They are 0 for 6 from the field. They haven't scored more than 7 minutes. And Seward has the ball left to right. Thompson and Lynch. Wing right Dubose. Fakes right, goes left. Around Smith and fouled again. It's what the Saints do. They shoot a lot of threes and a lot of free throws. They average 23 free throw attempts per game. That's second most in the conference. And they shoot it at nearly 70% from the line. So now Dubose, the freshman from Minneapolis, who was an all-conference player at Champlain Park High School, leads the conference in steals. Now they're going to say that was a non-shooting foul. That's the fourth team foul, so interesting. Seward has it, end-line left inbound, comes top of the key, Dubose. Driving on Washington, that time she's fouled in the act. Misses the layup. And now a couple of free throws for Dubose. You know, it's hard to figure where the Broncbusters have lost their way on the other end of the floor, but with Jill Stevens basically giving you nothing, she hasn't played a lot. That foul was called on Zariah Washington. That's the first on Washington, and Garden City's 15th foul. Dubose, who's a 58% free throw shooter, knocks down the first of two. This is the largest lead of the night for Seward. Second one on the way. Pinball's out, 1 of 2. And Lawhorn boxing out Zeta for the rebound for Garden City. 6 straight for Seward. Pressure again, and a forward nearly turns it over again, and Lawhorn does as she gathers it in the front court right and then shuffles her feet. Antoine Scales has had no answer right now for this pressure. 6-point Seward lead. It's their ball left to right. 5.5 minutes gone, third quarter. Wing right, Joaquin. Good closeout by Lawhorn. Straight away, Dubose, who travels every time she touches the ball. She literally lifts her pivot foot before she ever moves. And the referee is standing. She's done it every single time. I think they called a 3-second violation, but every time she drives, it's a travel. 17 Seward turnovers. It's Brockbuster ball. Jill Stevens remains on the bench. Can they figure out this press? Ofoa weaves to the middle of it. Escapes 2 defenders, finds Lawhorn right slot. Seward trying to speed the Brockbusters up, and they've done a good job of that. Garden has it, trailing 34-28 with 4 to go in the third. Nevis turn around in the paint, got it to go. That's the first field goal for Garden City in 8 minutes. Seward 34, Garden City 30. 3:52 remaining in the third. Seward has it left to right. Spin move Joaquim into a double team. And a jump ball. Nevis came in there again and knocked that one away and tied her up. Jump ball possession arrow stays with Seward. And the Saints call a timeout. 3:45 to go here in the third. Garden City finally scored for the first time here in the third, and really for the first time in about an hour and a half. But they still trail by 4. It's Seward ball when we come back on 99.9 The Rod.
Propane heat.
37-34, Bronkbusters down by 3, and Gray to the free throw line for Seward. That foul was on Mapang, her second. Gray knocks down the first of 2. Saints at 69.7% as a team this year. Just in 3 weeks, they've basically reformed themselves from the free throw line. Gray hits 2. Jill Stevens back in for Garden City. 39-34, Bronkbusters down by 5 again with 1:42 to go. Third quarter, and the press is back on for Seward. Mattis Martin is in, saying everybody go away. It's a screen from McGee, so it's Mattis Martin, McGee, Afoa, Lawhorn, and Stevens. Can they get Stevens going? Mattis Martin at the top of the key, behind her back, shimmies to her right, sets up Lawhorn on the drive. Interior feed, McGee, beautiful give and go, and McGee off the window for 2. Seward 39, Garden City 36. 1:16 left here in the third. Saints have it left to right. They've hit 8 3-pointers. Left wing Zeta curls right against McGee, beats her off the bounce, left the layup short, and Lawhorn rips down her third rebound for Garden City. Bronkbusters can tie it with a 3. Final minute of the third quarter. Mattis Martin and Stevens. Stevens has it sideline right for Garden. Overhead pass straight away for Afoa. Shadowed there by Zeta. Chest pass Mattis Martin at a big 3 down the stretch Monday night against Butler. Crossover dribble, one-hand flip on the left corner for Stevens as she steps out of bounds. That was probably the cleanest look Jill Stevens had all night. And she never got a shot attempt because of the turnover. 17 of them for Garden City in this game. 43 seconds on the clock in the third. It's Seward ball dressed in green, up 3. And a foul at the free throw line called on McGee. That might be the weakest foul all night. Brittany Mapang basically was hit upside the head on an offensive rebound. She was fouled 4 times, and they just called a touch foul. That puts Zeta at the free throw line. She's 89% for Seward, knocks in the first, and the Saints up 4. I guess my point is they haven't called that all game. Zeta knocks down a pair. 41-36 Seward, 38 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Baseball pass on the inbound, Smith to McGee. Smith changing hands on the dribble, draws back to the right wing. She, Afoa, Smith, Sherrill, and Stevens. Sherrill replaces Lawhorn, who goes to the bench with less than 30 seconds to go in the third. Stevens is yet to take a shot. She's got it right wing for Garden City. Knocked away, hits the deck. That's got to be a foul on Seward, and it is. Seward is over the limit. That's a bailout because Stevens almost turned the ball over. And Jill, who's an 85% free throw shooter, is 23 of 27 on the season. With a couple of free throws here, 41-36, Garden City down by 5. Chiquito is asking why that was a foul on her player, not Stevens. And he might have a legitimate beef because that ball, Stevens hits the first free throw. Once the ball is loose, both players have every right to it. Stevens knocks down the first. Freshman from Colby, last 7 games is 24 of 60 from downtown. Second one is in and out. Another missed free throw. Ball loose on the floor. The Bronkbusters, Stevens and Sherrill collide. Seward comes back the other way, and then Du Bois turns it over. Seward has 20 giveaways in the game. They have a 4-point lead. Bronkbusters have it. Shot clock off. Inbounds pass intercepted by Zeta for Seward, and then she travels and gives it right back to Garden City. Seward might break the record for travels in a game. Bronkbusters have struggled all night with this full court press. And Alexa Smith just had to use another timeout. Antoine Scales is shaking his head. There's like no outlet. There's nobody moving. Everybody's just staying in the same spot. Well, I mean, what do you think's going to happen? 41-37, Garden City down 4. It's their ball with 12 seconds to go in the third on 99.9 The Rock.
Our annual spring sales event, you can take 3% off your entire post frame building purchase. Don't miss out. You have until March 31st to save big on your next project. Visit us at qualitystructures.com.
Final seconds of the third quarter. Ariana Foa misses a straight-on three for Garden City. As we come back from the timeout, rebound off to Zeta for Seward, and that's the end of the third. So the Brockbusters staying in the game, only down 4, but their offense has been non-existent. They've turned it over 19 times. We go to the fourth. It's the Brockbusters trailing Seward 41-37 on 99.9 The Rock.
Always dreamed about owning your first out. Good dreams come true, Paul.
Start of the fourth quarter from Conestoga Arena. Brockbusters trail Seward 41-37, and McGee just turned it over on the drive and a pitch to the wing. Their 20th giveaway. Saints have it back from left to right. Zeta has it knocked out left corner. For the Saints, this year when leading going into the fourth quarter, they are 10-1. They have their 106-game winning streak when leading going to the fourth, snapped by Hutch back on the 20th of March. Lost that game 78-76, but they are 10-1 this year when they lead going into the fourth. They're up by 4, and they've got the ball left to right. 41-37, 30 seconds into the final period. McGee deflects that, or maybe she didn't. Near side, it's out off of Seward, and a turnover Saints, their 22nd. .9:30 to go here in the fourth. Brockbuster ball from right to left. Afoa, Nevis, Stevens, Odom, and McGee. McGee has it on the left side angle. Watched there by Thompson. Overhead pass for Nevis, defended by Dubose. Fakes left, goes right. Dubose seals her off. Chest pass for Afoa, who's just 1 of 5. Up top for Odom, who's got 4 points and 13 rebounds. 8 to shoot. Righty hook in the paint. Grazes the front rim. Snatched by Joaquim for Seward. Odom is 2 of 6. Saints have it left to right. Bad pass by Joaquim. A chest pass to the left sideline. Almost picked off by McGee. Out of bounds to Seward. Brockbusters had a chance to kind of put their foot on Seward's throat in that first half. Saints were going nowhere. Garden was up 22-15. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, came Sierra Morrow, who scored 8 straight points, including back-to-back threes. Saints hit 3 straight triples, 2 by Morrow, 1 by Dubose. Took the lead, one of 8 lead changes in that first half. They were up 2 at the break, up by as many as 7 here in the second half. And their lead is 4 right now, and they've got it left to right. Thompson at the top of the key for Seward. Chest pass for Joaquim, left wing. Odom comes out to guard her. Dubose at the top, curls left, comes back right, and throws it away on the wing. Seward with 23 turnovers. 10th time this year they've had 20 or more. Brockbusters need to take advantage, down 4. McGee rejects the screen, goes against Zeta, lays it in, wing to baseline right, and the foul. Rattles it home right in line. Strong take by McGee, rejects the pick. And a chance for a 3-point play. That's the 3rd on Zeta. And a chance to make it a 1-point affair with 8:32 to go. Just a 46% free throw shooter. And McGee hits. 41-40. This is the closest Garden City has been in the second half. Saints ball from left to right. Lynch back in with Thompson. Thompson drives into a double. Right end line jumper. That's off the heel. And Jill Stevens, the defensive rebound, two hands chest high for Garden City. They can retake the lead. The Blockbusters have not led since the second quarter. Nevis wing right, defended by DuBose. Finds McGee, right slot. Dribbles with the left, chest high. Up top, Stevens. Around a screen from McGee. She has yet to take a shot from the field. Bad pass of Foe. I don't know what she was doing. Looking for Odom. Right lane line, flips it over just as Odom's head, and Garden City turns it over. It's incredible that Jill Stevens has not even taken a shot, but credit Seward. Their defense, they've overplayed her on every screen. They've hedged, they've trapped, they've pressured. Saints by one. They've got it left to right, 41-40. A little over 2 minutes gone by in the fourth. Left wing DuBose, chest pass straight away Zita. Wing right for Lynch. She hasn't taken a shot either. Morrow back in with 4 fouls. Spinning on Odom and is fouled low right. First foul on Odom, who's played really well. Morrow, a 76% free throw shooter. The transfer from North Iowa Area Community College. Played in 32 games there last year. Averaged almost a double-double, 16 and 8. Free throw is good as it hits the front rim, back rim, and then drops in. She's got 14. 13 of those 14 came in the second quarter. Not sure exactly what happened there, but Morrow has one more. Morrow had 24 double-figure scoring games last year. Sinks the second free throw. Seward by 3. 43-40 Saints. 7:30 on the clock in the fourth quarter. A forward for Garden across the 10-second line, goes behind her back, trying to shake off the defensive Zita. Afoa and Nevis, the guards, along with McGee, Odom, and Stevens. McGee at the foul line. Morrow sags off of her. Left wing Nevis drives to the rim, rejected inside by Joachim. And Seward has it from left to right, up by 3. Joachim down the middle to the rim, is fouled in the act as the shot hit the backboard, front rim, slides off, and a couple of free throws now for the freshman from Mozambique. That was a great weak side block by Joachim on the other end. And now the freshman to the free throw line, who played on the under-19 national team. Another one of these international players that Seward has been so accustomed to recruiting. Joachim hits the first of 2. And Seward makes this a 2-possession game. 44-40 Seward, 7:07 to go. And quickly knocks down 2 free throws. Last 4 points to the Saints. They have a 45-40 advantage. They are 11 of 16 at the line tonight. Garden ball right to left. Jill Stevens, wing right. Overhead pass to McGee, right lane line. Driving on Morrow, partially blocked by Morrow, and Joachim has it for Seward. Saints have it left to right. In the paint, there's Nevis again, and that's the 3rd time tonight Kehlani Nevis has drawn a charge, and this time it's on Joachim, who tried to kick it out of the right corner for Seward. Second team foul on Seward. Lawhorn back in. McGee comes out. 45-40 Seward with a 5-point lead. This has been the quarter where the Blockbusters have won most of these games during that 5-game winning streak. They're down by 5 here. They've got it right to left with plenty of time to go. Ofoa handles the transfer from Colby. Chest pass to the Colby native. Jill Stevens, right wing. Hounded by Lynch coming left. Tries to shield her going back right, and is fouled. That's the second foul on Lynch. And for Seward County, their 3rd team foul. Blockbusters shooting just 33%. They've actually taken 8 more shot attempts than Seward. That's because of 24 Saint turnovers. They just haven't been able to cash in. Inbounds pass stolen by DuBois for Seward. Around Nevis to the rim and lays it in. DuBois with 5, and this equals the largest lead for Seward, 47-40 with 6:16 to go. That just can't happen. Rockbusters have it right to left. Coming up on 6 minutes to play here in the fourth. Lawhorn sideline right. Dumps it for Odom. Off her left hand on the right block and another turnover. Rockbusters' season high for turnovers, 27 on opening night against Cowley. It's the 5th time this year they've had 20 or more. They have 23, and they're down by 7 with less than 6 to go here in the fourth. Saints ball, Joachim, about 25 feet from the rim left side. Swing it around to Du Bois on the right wing. Lobs it inside for Morrow, intercepted by Lawhorn, and the Saints give it back. But Garden City needs buckets, down 47-40. 4 minutes gone here in the fourth. Mattis Martin left wing against Zeta. Fakes left, comes back right into the paint. No look feed, Lawhorn, end line left jumper, in and out. Stevens the offensive rebound for Garden City. Another chance for the Brockbusters. Stevens left elbow, spin move, and they called it travel. Been a rough night for Jill Stevens. Garden City's last field goal 3 minutes ago. That was that 3-point play by Nene McGee. Saints have taken advantage. They've scored the last 6. They lead by 7, nearly halfway through the final quarter. Rockbusters won by 7 3 weeks ago in Liberal. Du Bois again got away with a travel. Kicks for Lynch, left wing. Circles to the nail around Nevis, which is in. Rejected by Lawhorn again. Cleared off to Odom. Rockbusters come back. They nearly throw it away. Out of bounds sideline right to Garden City. That's just a great defensive play again by Lawhorn. Rockbusters with 4 blocks in this game. But the offense has been non-existent here in the fourth. And really in the second half in general, just 12 points since the break. Sideline right, Mattis Martin for Garden City. Her team down 47-40. Deflected out by Zeta. If I'm Garden City right now, I'm setting 17 screens to get Jill Stevens the ball. She's the one player that can swing this game in a heartbeat. Lawhorn steps out a deep 2 from the right. That's off the mark, off the heel. Thompson gobbles it up for Seward. Saints have it up 47-40. Thompson, Du Bois, Morrow, Zeta with a crossover. Finds Thompson, left wing 3. Got it. And the first double-digit lead of the night for either team belongs to Seward. They call a timeout, and the Saints are up 10, 50-40. They've scored 9 straight points with 4:27 to go here in the fourth on 99.9 The Rock. .427 to go. Brockbusters down by 10. Mike Pilosoff at Conestoga Arena. Garden City with just 12 second half points. Mattis Martin dribbles through traffic and throws it away again, left slot. 25th Garden City turnover. Thompson on a step back 3 left corner. That's an air ball for Seward. And Odom snatches it out of the air for Garden City. Her 15th rebound, a new season high for her. Garden with it. Nevis called for a carrying violation, left wing, and the Brockbusters give it away again. And that in itself has been the story of this game. Seward has 25 turnovers, but they've hit 9 threes. Garden City has 26 turnovers, they've hit 3. So they've been outscored by 18 from behind the line and by 4 from the free throw line. Saints have it left to right, leading by 10. Left corner, Joachim, watched by Lawhorn. Brockbusters in a man-to-man. Garden City trying to avoid a second straight loss. Here is Morrow. Fronted that time and misses the layup low right. Offensive rebound, Joachim. Kick it for Thompson. An angle right 3 is short. Joachim, the offensive rebound. And the Saints reset. 3:40 left in the fourth. They have a 10-point lead. Morrow wants it, has it again. Double teamed and lays it in right block. Didn't matter, she's got 17. 11 straight Seward points, 52-40 Seward. 3:23 remaining. Morrow with 17 points on 6 of 15 shooting. Full on the drive for Garden, wing to baseline left and floats it in. 52-42. Garden City down by 10, approaching the 3-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Garden City's first field goal in 5 minutes. Joaquin swishes a three from the right corner for Seward. 55-42 Saints. It's a 14-2 run with 2:55 remaining in the fourth. Garden City just one field goal over the last 5 minutes plus. Ofoa has it left side angle. This is the largest lead for the Saints tonight. They've outscored Garden City 25-14 in the second half. Ofoa left wing, watched by Zeta. Off the bounce, 15-footer, way off the mark. Stevens the offensive rebound, 3 head fakes, lefty layup, got it to go. First field goal, first shot attempt of the night for Jill Stevens. 55-44 Seward, 2:22 to go. And part of the issue for Garden City, yeah, you're down by 11. But they just have not been able to get Jill Stevens going. And a traveling violation on Seward's Du Bois. Frustrating night on two fronts. The turnovers have just been inexplicable. And the fact that Jill Stevens went until the 2:11 mark of the fourth quarter without taking a single shot is almost mind-boggling. Blockbusters have it back from right to left. They're down 11 to a Saints team that one time was ranked in the top 25. Last year before COVID hit, they lost in the region tournament but earned an at-large bid. Shot clock at 10. Garden City has it down 11 and at 50 to go. Smith dribbles out near the timeline. Crossover at the top and is hand-checked and fouled in the foul line circle. Seward still had a couple of fouls to give. Actually, that's the last foul to give. Second foul on Du Bois. 55-44. Garden City trails by 11. They've been down by as many as 13. They've led by as many as 7. Smith rainbows it up top for Brittany Mapang for Garden City. Straight away Smith, who's 2 of 6 off the bench. Trying to free up Nevis. Said Smith drives, dishes for Nevis. One hands the pass right wing and travel. And that equals a season high in turnovers, number 27. So the Saints were coming off a dramatic win over Barton where it was Kamar that hit a big bank shot three from the top of the key in the final minute to prevail there. After they were down by 1, Seward calls a timeout. They lost against Hutch, but coming into tonight, the Saints have won 3 out of their last 4. They sit at 13-5 in conference play. 1:33 to go in the fourth quarter. Blockbusters down by 11, 55-44 on 99.9 The Rock.
Center in Garden City.
On 27 left here in the fourth, Mike Pilosoff 55-44 Seward. It's their ball left to right and a Bronkbuster foul. Whistled on Zariah Washington, that's her second. So when you go back and look at the tape, if you're Antoine Scales, I mean, the pressure really bothered them. Thompson straight on three. Pinballs in and out for Seward. And there's Odom. The one bright spot, her 16 rebounds, a season high. Blockbusters have it. Down by 11. Stevens angle right three. Got it. 55-47. Seward's lead is 8 with 1:02 left. Smith the steal for Garden City. Smith drives to the block. Shot is in and out. Rebound Zeta tied up with Stevens, and it goes back over to Seward County. Not a bad shot by Smith, but when you're down by 8 with less than a minute to go, get the ball to 25. Instead, it's Seward ball. They can run clock now, less than a minute to go, up by 8. Thompson speeds into the front court, finds Morrow right corner. It was her second quarter that flipped this game. She scored 13 of her 17 during that 10-minute stretch. Helped fuel an 11-2 run with back-to-back threes. And the Saints have been in charge ever since, and Morrow was fouled. Quarter court right by Odom. Garden had one foul to give. Rockbuster shooting just 34% for the game. In the second half, Garden City is just 7 of 23. 34 ticks left as Wetlaufer, who at one point this season was Seward County's leading scorer. She's averaging 12 a game. She has not played a lot of minutes tonight. Seward has the ball with 34 seconds. Inbounds pass, nearly stolen. Lynch cradles it though. Underneath flip to Joachim, and she turns it over with 31 seconds. Saints give away their 28th. Seward County season high 30 turnovers. They had that against Northwest Tech. Rockbusters down by 8. Smith lost it, regathers it. That should have been a traveling or a double dribble. Got away with that. Smith wasting too much time with 20 seconds. Odom in the paint. Fires on the wing for Smith. Too much time coming off. Mapang left corner, drives end line left jumper. 15-footer no. Stevens, the offensive rebound, is fouled with 10 seconds to go. They wasted about 20 seconds just trying to get one shot. And now Stevens to the free throw line. And knocks down the first of 2. Stevens did not have a shot until the fourth quarter, which is amazing considering what she's done here in the second half of the year. Stevens hits 2 free throws. 55-49, timeout Seward County. Garden City has scored 7 straight, but making this run too little too late. It's a full timeout with 10 seconds to go, and it's Seward ball when we come back on 99.9 The Rock.
Come home to the quality.
And talked over the years of the way they are built, the insulation values, and the efficiency of building our homes. It's because here at D&H Homes, we want to help you with the floor plan design, get every detail you want for you and your family, and make it just right for the future years to come. But for us to do that, I want you to stop by D&H Homes on East Highway 50 and let us actually show you the difference before you make that final decision.
Moment of honesty. I know Garnan sets the bar as high as it goes. And when it comes to cremation, they make a point of assuring that everything is done under their own roof, by their own professional staff, and in their own new state-of-the-art facility, and not farmed out to some off-site third-party crematory. So if I have to call on a funeral home, it'll be Garnan without question. Garnan Funeral Homes, serving all of Southwest Kansas.
10 seconds to go in the fourth. Blockbusters back to within 6. Inbounds pass nearly stolen by Zariah Washington for Garden, who has to foul. Sierra Lynch in the backcourt for Seward. So the Saints have a 6-point lead and 7 seconds to go. They can just put this game away at the free throw line. And where the Blockbusters lost this game, they've turned it over. They've tied a season high with 27 turnovers. Their offense has just looked out of sync all night. And Jill Stevens finally coming to life. Did not have a shot attempt until the fourth quarter. Lynch free throw is good. One of a handful of transfers on this roster from North Iowa area, which is where Todd Chiquito won a region title a year ago. Lynch, second free throw. Got them both. 57-49, Seward back by 8. That ends a 7-0 Brockbuster run, but again, too little, too late. Lynch comes off the floor for Seward. Brockbusters about to drop their second consecutive game after winning 5 straight. Alexis Smith, double clutch, long 2 from the left wing, hits the left side of the backboard. Defensive rebound, Morrow, and that's the end of this one. So a series split in 2021. Brockbusters won in Liberal, and then Seward wins on the Brockbusters home floor. So as they get set for the sophomore night ceremony, we take a break. The post-game show is next on 99.9 The Rock.
Vehicles that need fixed.